Imagine standing at the edge of destiny. The sun rises over a vast wilderness. Thousands of tents glimmer in golden light. This is where the Israelites camp, waiting for a new beginning. Moses, the great leader, has passed. Now, Joshua, strong and determined, faces his new role. The weight of a nation rests on his shoulders. Beyond the Jordan River lies the promised land, but first, there are challenges. God's voice echoes through the ages. Be strong and courageous, he commands Joshua. The wind catches Joshua's garments. He gazes at the horizon, resolve igniting within him. Let's dive deeper into this mission. Joshua studies maps of the ancient Near East. He sees the Jordan River and Canaan spread out before him. Among these, Jericho stands as a pivotal city. Why is Jericho so crucial? It guards the entrance to the Promised Land. Its walls are massive and fortified, a daunting obstacle for any army. The ancient stone structure gleams in the sunlight, casting long shadows. Defensive walls tower high, a fortress against invasion. Guards perch on watchtowers, vigilant and ready for anything. The gates remain firmly closed, bolstering the city's defenses. Joshua knows this city must fall. He must build trust and encourage hope among the people. The journey ahead will test their faith and courage. The Israelites' fate hinges on one decision: how to approach Jericho. Will they rely on fear or faith? The stakes could not be higher. Visualize the landscape around Jericho. The dry, rugged earth contrasts with the lush promise of Canaan. Every inch of territory has history, struggle, and promise. The Israelites watch as their leader stands tall. Joshua knows that faith must guide them. Beyond this fortified city lies their future. It is a matter of destiny. As the camera zooms in on Joshua's determined face, you sense his conviction. His heart beats for his people. And the promise of a new land waits just beyond their reach. With every strategic plan, each moment becomes critical. For as they march toward Jericho, they march toward their future. They trust that God's command will lead them. Deep inside, Joshua understands the weight of the moment. Before Israel advances, Jericho must fall. The path to the promised land is fraught with trials. He imagines the day they shout in victory. The thought fuels his mission. The ground beneath them will shake with promises fulfilled. In closing, the image of Jericho looms large in the distance. Its walls standing resilient, but they too have a story. Guards remain steadfast, their faces a mix of vigilance and uncertainty. Before Israel could enter the promised land, the narrator states, one city stood directly in its path. Its walls were strong. Its gates were sealed. Its defenders were ready. The name of that city was Jericho. Join us as we follow Joshua and the Israelites on this monumental journey. Their tale of faith resonates through time. Subscribe to follow along as the next chapter unfolds. The camera glides above the ancient city of Jericho. Massive walls rise, strong and intimidating. Guards patrol, keen eyes scanning the horizon. Beneath their watchful gaze, life bustles. Merchants haggle in crowded markets. Families gather around dinner tables, laughter echoing in narrow streets. Soldiers march, weapons gleaming under the sun. But beneath this vibrant facade, a storm brews. Fear grips the heart of Jericho. Whispers of Israel's triumphs travel like wildfire. The Israelites have crossed the Jordan, and they're near. Suddenly, the gates of Jericho swing closed. Heavy wooden doors thud shut, echoing through the air. Soldiers ready their weapons, archers take their positions atop the walls, eyes darting nervously. Amidst this tension lives Rahab, a woman of strength, her house built against the city's wall. The camera highlights her resolve as she watches the world around her. Just then, two Israelite spies approach under the cover of night. Shadows cloak their every move. Narrow streets flicker with torchlight, creating a suspenseful atmosphere. The spies slip into Rahab's home, seeking shelter. Meanwhile, the king of Jericho learns of their silent entry into his city. Panic sets in as soldiers converge on Rahab's door. Tension sizzles. Inside, Rahab swiftly hides the spies, heart pounding in rhythm with the danger outside. Soldiers search, their steps heavy, voices booming. Will they discover the truth hidden in darkness? Rahab speaks urgently to the spies, revealing her knowledge of Israel's past. She speaks of what happened to Egypt, how their God fought for them. In this moment of trust, she pleads, "Spare my family." Outside, the soldiers grow restless, searching just beyond the threshold. The spies promise safety. Tension breaks as the soldiers move further away. With a quiet urgency, Rahab helps the spies escape into the night, cloaked in darkness. In the final moments, the camera slowly pans back, revealing Jericho's towering walls. Inside, fear incubates among the citizens. Outside, the Israelites gather, preparation simmering like an impending storm. Inside Jericho, fear was growing. Outside its walls, Israel was preparing. Soon, Joshua would receive instructions unlike anything seen in war before. As night blankets the land, the air is thick with tension. Joshua walks alone across the rocky terrain, deep in thought. The moonlight casts shadows on the towering walls of Jericho, a fortress seemingly impenetrable. His heart weighs heavy with doubt and responsibility. As leader, he feels the weight of his people's hopes on his shoulders. Suddenly, a figure emerges from the darkness, a fierce warrior with a drawn sword, radiating mystery. Cautiously, Joshua approaches. Fear grips his heart. "Are you for us, or for our enemies?" he asks, voice steady yet trembling. The response is thunderous. "I am the commander of the Lord's army." The weight of those words hangs in the air. Instinctively, Joshua falls to the ground, reverence washing over him. This moment is crucial, reminding him that victory lies not just in swords and shields. It's a reminder of divine authority and support. With the warrior's presence still lingering, God's unusual plan unfolds. Joshua listens intently, absorbing every detail of the strategy that feels radical. He must convey these instructions to his people. March around the city once each day, for 6 days. The command is clear, yet baffling. Joshua's mind whirls, grappling with disbelief. He gathers the priests and soldiers. "Prepare yourselves. For 6 days we will circle Jericho," he declares. Their expressions reflect a mixture of confusion and curiosity. This isn't how battles are fought. The Ark of the Covenant is prepared, a solemn symbol of faith. Priests grip their ram's horn trumpets tightly. Tension swells in the air as soldiers take their positions, anticipation buzzing through the crowd. As dawn breaks over Jericho, a new day dawns. The Israelite army begins its first march, moving together in unity and purpose. The final narration echoes in the expansive silence. The battle plan had been given. No ladders. No siege engines. No attack on the gates. For 6 days, Israel would do something that made no sense to the world watching from the walls. In this moment, faith shines bright, countering the chaos around them. Join us next time for the unfolding of divine power against the walls of Jericho. On a still morning, an army stirs to life. Priests advance, carrying the sacred Ark of the Covenant. 7 priests, silent yet commanding, hold ram's horn trumpets. Behind them, Israelite soldiers march in perfect formation. From the high walls of Jericho, guards peer down. Confusion and suspicion cloud their faces. They watch the unusual procession unfold below. The trumpets sound, shattering the morning air. The Israelites start marching around the city. A rhythm emerges, footsteps mix with the haunting wind. Silence envelops the army. They do not shout. There's only the echoing trumpets and the soft crunch of footfalls against the earth. Inside Jericho, panic spreads. Soldiers and citizens exchange bewildered glances. What is this strange ritual? As the sun dips into the horizon, the second day dawns. The Israelite army reassembles. From above, we capture a stunning aerial view. Close-ups reveal the weary faces of soldiers. Priests lift the trumpets, their breath visible in the cool air. Children watch from the walls, eyes wide with curiosity. Day transforms into night. Shadows lengthen. The third day arrives, shrouded in uncertainty. Dramatic time lapse reveals the march repeating, a relentless cycle. The presence of the Israelite army looms ever larger. Inside Jericho, emotions stir, fear grows thicker. On the fourth day, whispers echo along the walls. Some mock, while others tremble with dread. Soldiers grip their weapons tightly, ready for anything. The fifth day's march presses on. The vast, sturdy walls appear monumental from every angle. The Israelites' resolve never falters, even in silence. On the sixth day, Joshua stands at his tent's edge. His gaze locks onto the great city of Jericho. The atmosphere brims with unspoken tension. For 6 days, nothing happened, the soft voice reflects. The walls remained standing. The gates remained closed. Jericho was still unconquered. But the seventh day was coming. This is not just an army. It is a testament to unwavering faith and patience. They prepare for the miracle that lies ahead. As the sun sets, you can feel the anticipation building, thick in the air. These silent marches will soon yield an unimaginable revelation. Will the walls of Jericho fall? What will the seventh day bring? Stay tuned for the next chapter of this monumental story. Take this moment to reflect on the power of silent faith. Subscribe for more epic tales from history. As the Israelites raise their voices in unison, a powerful rumble trembles the earth beneath them. Dust falls from the enormous stone walls, a sign of what's to come. Cracks start to appear in the ancient stones, hinting at an imminent collapse. The guards remain motionless, their eyes wide with fear, feeling the ground shake underfoot. A wave of panic sweeps through the city as citizens hurry to escape the chaos. From a close vantage point, the walls shake violently, with each crack resonating deeply. An aerial perspective reveals Jericho, a lively city now on the edge of disaster. People rush through the streets as the ancient barriers begin to falter. Tension mounts as we watch sections of the walls fall, engulfing the city in massive clouds of dust and debris. This devastation happens not with a bang, but as if nature itself is rebelling against the fortifications. The ancient stones yield to an unseen force, creating a scene of awe-inspiring power. As the walls collapse, the Israelite army pushes forward, driven by their unwavering faith. Amidst the chaos, our attention turns to Rahab's home. The scarlet cord, a symbol of hope, can be seen dangling from the window. The Israelite spies rush to uphold their promise, guiding Rahab and her family to safety in the midst of turmoil. As Joshua's soldiers surge into Jericho, we witness the reality of victory amid the ruins. Biblically, Jericho stands as the first significant city taken by Israel, marking a pivotal moment in their journey toward Canaan. Once the dust settles, an eerie silence blankets the battlefield. The final narration gently resonates. The city that leaned on mighty walls has crumbled. The first great obstacle to Israel's advance into Canaan has vanished. Yet, the tale of Jericho is far more than a narrative of destruction.